Here with U.S. National Team Freestyle coach Zeke Jones with a big one coming up here. The Battle on Broadway, Beat the Streets Gala 2011, USA versus Russia duel in Times Square. Initial thoughts about being in Times Square, being the center of attention here on Broadway.
Well, it's, New York City is a great place to wrestle. The opportunity to wrestle in Times Square, where virtually millions of people come each day and watch each day and know the history and the tradition of that area. So we're excited about wrestling there.
Interesting format. Last year it was a USA duel on the Intrepid. It was on a boat. Now you're bringing in some international flavor. A lot of Russians live in New York City, so it may not be a fully pro-USA crowd as much as we might like it to be, but you've also got the Beat the Streets kids wrestling beforehand. And what about just getting the entire wrestling community, the grassroots efforts at Beat the Streets, and the home office here in Colorado Springs really involved in this valiant effort?
Well, first of all, it's about the kids. Beat the Street is an opportunity where kids get to experience the sport of wrestling, to learn all the values that our sport gives a young child when he first starts the sport, the character that it builds within him. So, the opportunity for the United States wrestling team to be involved at a grassroots level, to work with Beat the Streets and all the people that lead Beat the Streets is a great opportunity. We look forward to being with the kids and spreading the word of wrestling and to those kids.
Talking about the lineup, USA versus Russia. I've had them all over the country the last couple of years now. Here in Times Square, starting off right off the bat, Olympic champion Henry Cejudo back on the mat for the first time, going to take on Rasul Mashizov.
Yeah, I think Henry's pretty excited. Of course, it's his first match back. He's been training now for quite a while, and I think he's eager to get out there, find out where he's at in his preparation towards a world championship and Olympic Games. This Russian he's wrestling, he can wrestle. He's got a great fireman's carry. He's extremely dangerous in a lot of positions. Good whizzer kick position. Likes to wrestle in the upper body. So this will be a pretty unique matchup, and I think it'll be pretty good.
Moving on to 60, Sean Bunch taking on Rasul Mertzel, a name some people know internationally. Where do you see this one matching up?
Well, again, Sean's been our strongest international performer this year. He understands how to beat Russians and any of the Soviet republics. Again, this Mertzel guy, just like Mashov and their whole lineup, these guys are 2s and 3s. They're in the semifinals of the Russian Nationals. They're in the finals of the Russian Nationals. They're battling their best guys, and this Mertzel is really good. He's, again, very dangerous, a good step outside, high crotch, always in pretty good shape. He loses close matches to the guy that's been their multiple world champion, so you can expect a good bout here.
Metcalf, 2010 World Team member, going to take on Magomed Murat Gadzhiev at 66. A lot of people like Metcalf as kind of one of the guys that's leading this next generation of U.S. freestyle wrestlers.
Hey, Brent Metcalf's going to win a world championship. He's that good. He's got this guy, though, that he has wrestled. He wrestled him in the Oregon tournament in the bronze medal match. Very close bout, and the Russian won. Guy wrestles hard, and he pushes real hard. It's an interesting matchup because this guy really likes to move forward. He likes to stay on the offense, and he likes to run you off the mat. So, as we all know, Brent likes to move forward, too. So you got two bulls in a China store going right at each other, and this guy goes hard. So you can, but Brent, he's a preparer. He knows what to do to get ready for a guy like this. So I know Brent's looking forward to this revenge bout.
Hodge Trophy winner Jordan Burroughs, fresh off a college season. This will be his first international opponent since he was on the junior world team a couple years ago. Anwar Gadoyev. How do you see Jordan Burroughs going to be developing into a freestyle wrestler, and is this the start for him?
Yeah, it is. We all know Jordan's got a bright future ahead of him, and there's no doubt that he can win at the highest level. He has the tools. I think he's got an adjustment period to go through, and the goal is to get him through that adjustment period as fast as possible. We all know we put our best wrestlers out there, and it's still very difficult to win a world Olympic gold medal, but there's no doubt with the fast adjustments that Jordan will make, and Coach Manning, I know, is working with him in those areas. We talk about him daily, that this is going to be a good bout. And I think this is a good opponent for him, too. This is probably the right level for him to come in at a Russian who's probably one of their top 4 guys where he gets to feel him and get to experience a different, unique feel. So I'm looking forward. We'll have Jordan out this week for camp, as well as our whole team. So, look forward to, seeing him in action and practice.
84, 2009 world silver medalist Jake Herbert going to take on Andrei Valiev, and Jake had the disappointing performance in 2010. 2011 is an important year. Is this the start for Jake?
Yeah, I think Jake's had a pretty good year. After the World Championships, like all our guys, we've performed much better in this winter phase than we have in our previous 2 winter phases. Jake, no exceptions, been doing all the right things, and I think he's on track. Got to get to his single leg. Got to finish his single leg. He's got a junior world champion, and we know in Russia those guys that win junior world titles, they're in line to win senior world titles. So I know Jake's doing his homework on this guy. We've talked about him, and I know he's real focused on beating this kid. So we'll look forward to seeing the bout.
96 kilos, Jake Varner and Shamil Akhmedov. Varner at the U.S. Open looked to have a few more tools in his arsenal now.
Hey, Jake is improved. Jake could be our most improved wrestler from last year to this year. He's just had great results. He has a feel on how to beat the Russian wrestlers, and he's made the adjustments, staying down in the stance, hands relaxed in the pocket, scoring offense, putting offense points on the board. This is a rematch, this Akhmedov. Jake wrestled him in the semifinals of Urigan, and this is where Jake got hurt, and we lost Jake for a little bit of time, but Jake was in on the leg to score. Jake hurt his hip, and at that point, we had to take him out of the match. So this kid went on to win Urigan, and very well could be their guy that we see at the World Championship. So I know Jake's looking forward to this rematch on our soil, on our country, and I know he's going to be ready.
At 120, Dlagnev, world bronze medalist in 2009, taking on Barsag Katsayev. Tervel looked sharp at the U.S. Open, and probably the deepest class we have domestically.
Yeah, we're deep and they're deep. This kid right here is their number 3 guy, but make no mistake, he can wrestle. He beat both Tervel and Tommy Rowlands in Urigan on his way to making the finals. The guys, he's dangerous. He put both Tervel and Tommy on their back with upper body, and I just know that that won't happen again. I know Tervel and Tommy have been working in those areas, and this guy's dangerous. You got to watch out for his throw. Stick with your leg attacks, get up and through the leg, and I know that's, what Tervel is focused on when he wrestles this guy. So we've got history here, and we like history, because history lets us know that we've got something to prove, and we're going to get after these guys.
Overall thoughts on, while this is just more of an exhibition duel, you guys take it seriously. The Russians aren't coming over here to play tiddlywinks. They're coming over here to wrestle. So from a competition standpoint, how important is it, and how exciting should this duel be?
Yeah, it's not an exhibition to us. This is business. We come to wrestle these guys, and we know the path to the gold medal is through these guys. So we're going to be hard on offense. We're going to be stingy on defense, and we're going to treat it like the World Championships. We treat practice every day like it's the World Championships. We're trying to win World Olympic gold medals, and I know our guys are ready to wrestle these guys, and we're going to get after it.